Hi, I'm Lisa, and this is the Backward Glance. Today I have another video where I will show you 10 items that flipped within the first 30 days of being listed in my eBay store. Today is July 9th, 2019, and these sales are from between the 5th and today, the 9th. I'm primarily a clothing reseller if you haven't seen my channel before, so most of what you're going to see here is apparel, but I do have one hard good in here as well. And a couple notes I wanted to make: when you see a price on the screen that's different from what I'm telling you, it's because I've been sending out a lot of offers to watchers. And the other note I wanted to make is that I do always charge my buyers shipping, so the price that I'm telling you does not include shipping. They paid shipping on top of that. So just starting right off with this Tory Burch cardigan. This was a great lightweight wool cardigan. I didn't really expect it to sell till fall, but Tory Burch is a strong brand, so it probably has potential to sell any time of the year. I paid $4.25 for this sweater, and I sent out offers to watchers and got $36 for it. That took 26 days to sell. I'll go ahead and find the tag for you here, in case you're not familiar. I have had a string of really good luck coming across Tory Burch, so I don't know if it's going to start being a little more prevalent at the thrift stores I shop at, or if I just got really lucky. So I think my last 3 videos all had Tory Burch items, and now I'm sold out. So I've got to hope to find some more. Like I said, it's not a brand I actually come across very often. I just had some good luck lately with it. Here's another item that similar items have been showing up a lot in my videos. I think this is the third one. This is a concho belt, and this one's actually a little bit nicer than the last couple that I showed you. So normally when I find these, the metal is like a really thin, lightweight, maybe it's aluminum, I'm not sure. But this was like a really substantial belt, and the metal was really thick. So I went ahead and listed a little higher than normal. I usually flip them between like 18 and 22, maybe 24, but I started this one at 28, and that's what I got for it. I paid $3.15, and it took just 3 days to sell. This is a type of item that I always look out for. I scan by the belts every time, both the men's and the women's belts, and it does not need to have any kind of brand name on it. As long as it's this concho style, I will pick it up, and they always sell quickly for me. I actually haven't even found one, I don't think ever, that's had a brand name on it. So I just measure them, throw the size in the title, use the word concho, and use some keywords like southwestern, western, and boho, and usually it's like less than a week that they flip for me. Next is this Athleta skirt. Actually, this is a skirt, so that means that it has shorts layered under the skirt part. And this was called the Wherever skirt. This style had a great sell-through on eBay, so I picked it up for $3. I got my full asking price of $26, and that took 7 days to sell. This is a sale that I really kind of messed up, but whatever. um, This is a pair of women's cool jeans, and normally when I find these, I can find a style name on them somewhere. And I think this was like an older style that didn't have a style name on it. Here's the cool tag. So I would normally list cool jeans for like maybe at the very lowest 28, even up to like $35 for women's, and higher for men's. It's not rare to get like $40 to $45 for a pair of men's cool jeans. But when I looked at these, I decided that I thought they were like an outdated style. When I look at the pictures, I don't think that. I don't know. I just for some reason thought that I wouldn't get much for them, so I listed them at 24. Right away I sent out offers to watchers for 18, and someone accepted that offer. That took 3 days to sell, and I paid $4.25 for these. I'm trying to get away from this $4.25 into 18. $4.25 is usually the lowest I pay at my local thrift store, unless I get something for half off. So not super proud of this sale, but I think I probably should have listed these for like 32 bucks and gotten 24 to 28 for them. So it's a great brand to look out for. The jeans do well if they have a style name, and they do really well in men's styles, so that was my bad. Next is this Milwaukee Bucks hat, and this happened to be a Mitchell and Ness hat, as you can see there. I don't know pretty much anything about sports, and I really don't know much about hats. I have heard other sellers say that Mitchell and Ness is a decent brand, and I've sold a Mitchell and Ness jersey before. That's the limit of my experience with this. I thought it was a nice hat. It was in good, clean condition. It had reflective lettering, and it also, the entire underside of the brim was reflective, so I just thought it stood out as like a little bit nicer example of a snapback hat than some of the other ones that were listed. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. I got my full asking price of $16, and that took 29 days to sell, so just snuck in under that 30-day mark for this video. Next is a pair of Lululemon pants. These were called the Fresh Tracks pants. This is a style that has a good sell-through rate, and the comps are pretty high. I listed these for, I think, $62, and they really weren't getting much in the way of views or watchers, which was a little surprising. So I included them in a 30% off sale that I ran that was mostly older items, but I decided rather than like revising the price of this, I would just include them in that sale. So I paid $4.25 for these, and they sold for the sale price of $43.40. That took 26 days. These still had their pull tab in them. They were a size 4, and the Lululemon logo there on the leg. Next up is a pair of Lane Bryant leggings, and their athletic line is called Livi, L-I-V-I. I had never picked up this brand before as far as the Livi activewear. I did pick up 2 pairs, and they were both a size 22 by 24. This pair I paid $4.25 for, and I sold it through offers to watchers for $18. That took 22 days. I'm not sure that I would pick this brand up again unless I was only paying $1 or 2 for it. Like I said before, I'm trying to get away from that $4.25 into $18. I've been really content with that level as I've been trying to build the number of items in my store. And I'm still trying to build up to about 500. That's my goal for sort of the short term. But I'm starting to feel like I have enough items that I don't need to invest $4.25 in these $18 flips. Oh, let me show you. If you are happy with that level, and I think it is a fine level of profit, Livy Active, there you can see the logo in the back. Next is another Lululemon item. This is the Swiftly Tech long sleeve shirt in a size 12. This was in excellent condition. I paid $4.25 for it. I sent out offers to watchers for $31.40, and that's what I got. That took just 1 day to sell. That odd price, the $31.40, I was trying to make it come out even with this $4.60. I've noticed that buyers do that in their offers to me, and I don't know if psychologically it makes them more likely to accept an offer, but it's something that I've been trying both with my full prices and my offers, so we'll see how that goes. Next is this Godinger Silver Art Company Beehive Honey Jar, and like I said, I primarily sell clothing, but I do scan by the hard goods, and this caught my eye. It was in its original box. The box is pretty beat up. It even had some tape on it. The jar was still all wrapped. The little dipper was actually sealed in plastic, so I'm sure it was never used. I did list it as used because of the condition of the box, and also it had quite a bit of tarnishing just from sitting around in the box for who knows how many years. I don't think it was super old, but definitely not super recent either. I paid $3.15 for this. It sold for $54 and that took 6 days to sell. This is an item that I definitely ran comps on in the store and it looked like it would do well, so I was really, really happy with this flip. Last but not least, as far as these 10 items, is this Athleta top, and this was called the Sun Lover UPF Tulip Back Pullover. So you can see the front is really plain, and then this tulip back is what they're referring to in that title. I paid $4.30 for this and sold it for $24, my full asking price, and that took 10 days. And when you see UPF on a tag or in the title of something, that means that it is meant for like UV blocking sun protection. So those are the items that I had to show you today. I do really appreciate you watching, and go ahead if you feel so moved to click like or subscribe or dislike or any one of those buttons that you want to hit down there, and I will see you next time.